water, noodles, and chicken flavoring. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect ramen noodles. Itadakimasu!
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Spicy Ramen Podcast, serving you some hot anime for the streets.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Spicy Ramen Podcast. We are back at it again like we never left.
Yeah.
Why do you say these things every time?
Thinking the same thing. I was like, you don't have to do it, right?
It's only right.
You do these things every time.
Oh my!
And I question your judgment, sir.
Well, as you can hear, Shaq and JP are with me. What up? How was y'all week? What are y'all doing? Let's get it started.
I mean, I'm glad I'm here, but I don't know.
Subject for review, I guess. Oh, I hear you. But let's jump right into it. Get these weeks started. Who want to go first?
Why are we messing up the order?
You see, every time.
I'm trying to mix it up like Sir Mix-a-Lot one time for the one time.
Did we agree to that?
That's how my week went.
Like, did we give you consent to do this, sir?
Why I gotta be consent? Why can't just be, the pathological version of consent?
Because consent is important, damn it. And I will not tolerate your foolishness, good sir.
Well,
where's the paperwork?
Right. If you have an issue, take it up with HR.
And I guess, ooh, man. You ever, were you about to start talking and then you just, out of nowhere, you got like some bad gas and it's like, oh shit. The hell happened?
Get the bubble guts real quick.
This stuff is kind of crazy, but you know what? I'll go along with what, Justin was trying to do, and I'll let Shaq go first.
Yes, sir. What up, Shaq? Let's get it.
Why must you encourage this?
I'm just kidding.
We choose violence.
I thought JP, I thought you was different. I thought we were in agreement on this. We talked about this prior to the recording, yet you want to do this. That
was a joke. I just wanted
to. My man, 100 grand.
Good job. No, you don't get your way.
Never. But anyway, what I actually wanted to first start this out with was a message to the Asian Americans, Pacific Islanders, what the AAPI, as we all know about the Atlanta shooting. We just, as Spicy Ramen Podcast, we wanted to give our condolences out to the victims and their families about what happened on Tuesday. That included the 6 Asian women who were targeted in these hate crimes. And our message is just violence against the AAPI community has seen a significant increase in the past year due to the racist reporting and management of the COVID-19 virus. However, there is a long history of the xenophobia against this community, so our Spicy Ramen Podcast will always stand in solidarity with the AAPI community. And if that's a problem, then you can get the fuck away from this page, our podcast, and anything that has to do with us.
Amen.
Because we got these hands, and they ready to eat for everybody.
Yes.
And we have congregational hands. We can give to all the family members, all right?
Absolutely.
Except babies. I have limits.
Everybody can get blessed. Everybody.
Shaq has limits. I do not. God, as Rick Ross said in his album, God forgives, I don't.
I'll take that. It is... See, that's that Florida now. That's getting
I'm from Baltimore, my nigga.
Hey, the B-boy stand up.
No, I'm saying I'm saying like you've been in Florida too long now. You quote Rick Ross.
Yo, God Forgives I Don't had to be the coldest album name ever. Cause I'm like, yo, I live by that shit. It's like the high road. Like Deion Sanders said, I tried to take the high road, but I didn't know the address. That's what I live on. That's my life motto. But
nah, I think the coldest, most recent one is try Jesus. Don't try me. Try Jesus. Don't try.
Ooh, that is.
You
that
see,
was, that's,
I
that's
like
number two,
that
that's
one.
right under it. That's number 2 right
But-
there.
Try Jesus.
I ain't religious enough to where it's like it didn't really apply to me because I'm like,
Okay.
yeah, that's all that is. But anyway, all I did was this week
The flow
I
is
trained.
though.
I wanted to say that I finished. I think I finished Attack on Titan, the manga. I don't know. They've been kind of not letting any new episodes out since 138. I mean, new chapters out since 138. But I'm all caught up on the crazy shit that's going on. I finished that one anime called Monster. I don't know if I mentioned that in previous episodes. And I'm caught up on Black Clover.
Hey.
About to just start reading the manga. And last thing before I pass it over to Shaq, Promise Neverland is doing some absolute bullshit, and I won't stand for it, even though I can't do anything about it. It's like I'm a lab ass nigga compared to them. But still, read the manga, fuck the show. Or read the manga, watch the show when it's done or whatever if you want to, but they took this shit in such a stupid manner that the whole story is stupid. It's like they ruined it. And I can go on to about this later, but Shaq, what you been up to?
I was about to say, dang man, don't rage quit out the Discord, bro. Like, calm down.
No, it's justified.
Okay.
It's justified.
You need a virtual hug, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Shaq,
you need a virtual
trust
hug, my
me,
brother.
You would understand. You would understand if you were reading the manga. Like you legit no. You would be like, what the fuck? There's a thing of taking certain things out and changing a story. They fucked the storyline. Imagine you make a peanut butter and jelly, you grab your bread, you grab the peanut butter, and then you put the jelly on. They pretty much were like, you know what? Fuck the bread. We're doing pita pockets. Fuck the jelly. We're making a mayo sandwich. That's kind of how it felt like they're doing to me.
Just think like Tokyo Ghoul.
It's the fact that you said mayo.
Watcher. Like think like Tokyo Ghoul after you watch season 1 and season 2, and then you get season 3.
Oh, makes sense. Like, makes sense.
The worst shit ever. Just, yeah.
Yeah. But, yeah, you guys, you know, doing the same old. I am still, finishing up my training and stuff like that. Not liking school at all whatsoever, or at least like school on a military aspect because it's ridiculous. But hey, I enjoy my time in service. But, appreciate everybody still hopping on for the Red Cup combos. Big shout out to everybody who's been hopping on. My boy Slim Jones Tunes always hopping on. Do You Speak Geek, homie? Shoot, hold up, let me see. I got a couple folks. My boy from Blurred Over, from the folks from Blurred Official, and a couple more. If I forgot you in this recording, I apologize. I'll mention you guys again. Oh yeah, also Clutch the Boy Wonder and Blurred Radio and 3 Weeps in a podcast. There we go. Having a lot of fun with that. I know a couple things that's been going on as of today's recording. I know one clothing line, Hypeland, has released some new Naruto merch as of yesterday, and they are one of the few anime merch stores that's officially opened up in California, because apparently they get fucking everything anime. And I know on the date of March 20th, they they did their official store. I don't know exactly where it is, but I know it's next to a Supreme store. So like a lot of people are going crazy because like I guess Supreme is like that the shit too. But I know it's a real big thing where all the nice Hypeland merch is going on, and I know a lot of athletes, one including Israel Adesanya, fucks with Hypeland heavy. So I know if you guys are still looking for that anime drip like your boy does, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you check out Hypeland. They got a lot of dope stuff. I know they got stuff from Naruto, Hunter x Hunter, Bleach, and Inuyasha, just to name a few. You can get hoodies, t-shirts, shorts, even I guess apparently floor mats, because floor rugs that are a thing. They got some pretty popular coats, jackets, and vests, and bucket hats, and patches as well. This is an unpaid announcement about that stuff. I just like the clothing.
Still talking about Hypeland?
If someone from... Yeah. Come on, man. You know I'm always about the anime drip, bro. But yeah, I'm still watching Dragon Quest Adventure Die. I feel like that's still a sleeper anime. We are now going into the last couple of days until fucking Shaman King pops up. I'm fucking hyped. Let's go. All right. And continuing Black Clover, getting ready to finish up for the month of March, and I'm just gonna have to probably end up reading the manga myself because Black Clover is getting hella dope. Jujutsu Kaisen is still serving nothing but dubs every week, so I'm pretty appreciative of that. Boruto is finally getting their shit together, and I'm actually enjoying it now, so that's pretty awesome. And I think I need some counseling after watching Re:Zero Season 2, because a lot of shit is happening that's really crazy. Like, this is like one, like, I'm telling y'all, this is one of those isekais where I was like, I didn't think a nigga could take so many L's per episode and per season. No, this nigga Subaru is getting a full buffet of L's with a side order of maybe one W with no refills. It's crazy. Still, I know I'm still by myself watching Digimon Adventure. Don't care. Still fucking awesome. Yep. And I will continue to say that until the series is over. We also got official announcements of when Demon Slayer will be hitting theaters and will be hitting digital. Make sure you guys are checking your feed for that. We got that coming up in the upcoming months. Normally, me and Justin would already have our tickets by now, ready to go. But I know due to the recent readjustments outside of our lives, we're all in different locations now. So I think we're all going to have to like end up going to theaters by ourselves, unless we can somehow move. I mean, not move, but like have like a weekend where we all just meet up together to go to a movie theater. Which I don't know if that's going to happen because of COVID-19 and all that other shit. But be aware of that, and I know also Demon Slayer is getting a video game.
It's going to be Ultimate
it's from the same
Storm, pretty much.
It is, and you know what? I'm okay with that because I mean a couple of Arena Fighter games are kind of like hit or miss, but the people who make Ninja Storm are the people who like set the foundation for Arena Fighters, but no one is really like doing it else right.
Ninja Storm got it right. They brought Naruto to life. They gave us a good game. Yeah,
so I think right now a lot of people are just really speculating the roster for the series because it's already been confirmed that the story mode is just going to cover the entirety of season 1. I know some people are speculating that there's going to be some possible DLC that will cover the Mugen Train arc as well. So it's pretty much I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's still up in the air, but they have confirmed a few characters. I think about 5 so far, but gameplay is available. Make sure you check it out on YouTube or on their Facebook page. I know I'm excited for it. Really, I think it's going to be a really dope game. And any other announcements? Once again, I know I may have mentioned in the previous episode that a couple of cons to look out for that are going to be happening. One is Blurred Con. Make sure y'all check that out. That's going to be like, you know what I'm saying, Blurred Central. That's going to be the Blurred Central right there, where all of your favorite Blurred content creators, cosplayers, and everything else under the Blurred sun is going to be at. I've gotten so many messages through our Twitter and Instagram that like, yo, everyone's there to turn up. And also, I believe DreamCon is still going on. You know about that one? I mean, you know about? Yeah, I believe DreamCon as well is still going on. So I know those are like the top two that are definitely under our radar. But you know what I'm saying? If you guys are still trying to look at cons to go to, there are still a few out there in your local areas that are still happening. I know there's still one going on in Missouri that I will be participating in. And just be on the lookout for that, guys. And I know. No, never mind. That's all right, it. Bet. And all right, now we're gonna talk about the March and April babies.
I can keep mine actually kind of brief. I am starting certification courses. Now that I'm a graduate, got a nice advanced high school diploma, I can start working on all the other stars to make sure I'm at least 3-star rated. And go from there.
We're now a full cast of college educated.
Yes,
that's
true. Full cast of college educated.
Yes, that is dope. We're all college educated. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's fire. Congrats to us. I need to get a soundboard so bad to add the clap emoji right there. That was a clap right there. That was a clap.
Yes. That was a round of applause. Everybody think a round of applause in your minds real quick. All right, go.
Another big up that happened this week is I have my original company that I work for now competing against another company that wants to hire me to keep me on to work full-time remotely. So that is what is happening with me. And I want to kind of jump on what JP was already stating, but with a different show. Kingdom is the manga was the coming to an end with, I want to say, another 100 chapters, maybe a 150 max. And I'm sad. So if you are a Kingdom reader, I'm predicting this now. Please let me know in the comments if you agree. The anime, the new season is coming out. It is going to heighten or expand on one of the recent wars that they had. But the manga is ending soon, and I'm very upset about that. Like, very upset. Especially because the only thing I'm going to be able to rely on is the trash anime that it exists right now. So that is the only expanding thing that I have. But I am upset that Kingdom is leaving us. And I officially start packing up to get ready to go to Texas. Yes. I'm finally moving. Yes, Grand Rapids, Texas. DreamCon, here I come. But yes, Texas is officially going to be my next state.
And it's going to be our headquarters. Ooh. Yeah.
See, all these ad-libs would have been perfect. All these ad-libs right here would have been perfect.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
See?
Yes!
But getting into the episode, we are doing part 2 of our March Madness. Check, you want to go and give us the dive in?
So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, like we said in the previous episode, this is our March Madness episodes. Where in March Madness, every year of March, we go into a deep dive conversation and just open topic of a civic category or topic within the anime and manga. And this month is clashing of the swords with some of our favorite and mentionable and unmentionable and everything in between swordsmen. So we're clashing swords all month long in the month of March for our March Madness. So go ahead and take it away with part 2.
And I want to give a huge shout out to this character. We're going to get right in it, and I'm going to call violence on this.
Here we go.
Here it comes.
Bring on the bullshit.
If you want to skip this part, ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to this, if you want to skip it, go ahead and skip it now.
Well, the first person I'm going to bring up, and y'all can definitely tell me if I am teeting the line of fuckery with this person.
You are.
You're reaching now.
Yes.
You are.
But I'm going with the main character of Vinland Saga, which is Thor Finn. He is even though they are short blades, he is a blade wielder, and I'm going to call him a swordsman.
Barely.
Because they are short blades. Yes.
No.
You know what? I've Googled your ass. It's like I'm making a reel out of this. When this episode drops, I'm going to this moment. I'm putting the audio on I'm putting this picture on a green screen, and then I'm gonna have your audio playing.
Yes.
Because you're saying some bullshit right now.
Get him.
Listen.
Get his ass.
If Mihawk is an example of how you can use a pincushion to kill someone and still be considered a swordsman in the process.
But he has a sword.
No, but that's not his main weapon, though.
Listen,
that's not his main weapon,
okay.
bro.
That's still one of his main go-to weapons for weak opponents.
That's a flex. It's not a main weapon. It's a flex to show people.
Either way.
I don't even watch One Piece and I know that fact. Come on.
Either way, it is still a sword.
No, it's not.
You know
what?
Right?
Hey, you want to know what's funny? Guess what Britannica says, my nigga? Britannica. Dagger.
Get him.
Short stabbing knife. It's a knife. Someone give me that soundboard. It's a knife.
It's a knife. A knife? What?
We are talking about swordsmen, sir. So I'm gonna need you to take Thor Finn, aka emo European Sasuke, and then sit your ass down.
Not even then. It's apparently the diminutive of the sword. It's like, so it is a knife, which looks kind of comes from a sword, but not really. It's like if the sword had a bitch ass little cousin.
Yes.
Bitch ass little cousin.
It's still a sword. It's still a sword.
First of all, what is a sword? Slashing, right? Doing things like that. You can stab with the sword. You can
slash with the dagger.
But it's not the same thing though. It's a completely different way of fighting. It's a completely different way of fighting.
So we are talking about those who are who wield swords and
if you wanted to say long sword,
swordsmen like art forms.
Sword, I understand. Okay.
But there's a difference though from the regular traditional size. Nope. Because there's a size difference in a long sword and a traditional size sword. Don't get this.
This is what we're measuring now.
This has become a sword measuring contest, and let me tell you who wins automatically. Sephiroth puts the drag down.
No, Geen is definitely beating that. Yeah, Geen is winning if it's a measuring contest.
Geen from where? There's a lot of
he can stretch his sword with magic. Sephiroth's sword is just long.
Yeah.
Yeah, naturally. With no magical
He's
enhancement.
growing out of shoulder, okay? That's all you're saying.
Oh God! Oh, how do we get to this point?
Well, really, this is all that needs to be said. A sword is used for thrusting and cutting. A knife is just really used for stabbing or thrusting
or cutting.
Not really. No one sits there and thinks of, oh yeah, this nigga's about to slice everybody the fuck up with this dagger, because you have to get so close. How does Thor Finn kill everybody?
And tell
he stabs them.
That he's okay. Watch Villain Saga and tell me that he doesn't cut up anybody. I don't know.
It's anime, my nigga. Of course, with the blade, you can cut a nigga. It's like you can slit a nigga throat with a razor cutter. You can take the razor straight out of the box knife and cut somebody. Yeah,
he's an untraditional swordsman.
Okay, but I'll let you go.
Everyone who's listening to this, let us know in the comment section how you feel about this. I believe that most of my educated audience feels the same way that me.
I appreciate it. I think everybody who's listening and agreeing, I appreciate y'all.
Not with you. Go sit down. All right,
Sheesh,
JP.
Now that we're done with that bullshit, I'm gonna bring it to our homie, the one and only Senor Law.
Hey, Senor Law, Senor Law, cuz.
But he's kind of an unconventional swordsman because we haven't really seen him do the crazy stunts with straight sword play as we have some of the other people on this list. But the way that he's able to use his sword with his power is pretty incredible. Just to give you a little bit of info without spoiling, Law has the the op fruit. The op fruit. I said chop. I almost called him a fucking Buggy. Buggy the goat. But he has the op fruit, so he's able to kind of manipulate people's bodies however he wants within a space. As we know, I don't know, everything he says is just dope. Room. Shambles. That nigga is just dope. But pretty much he can cut you up and take your arm and put it somewhere else, or confiscate your heart, as he did with one of the characters in the show. And it makes for a pretty interesting battle because it's not overly destructive in a sense, but you have someone who has a blade who's smart like that, has medical knowledge, and can control a room however he wants. It makes for his way of sword fighting to be very effective and one of the most dangerous pirates in the series. So it would be cool to see him fight some other swordsmen, because would he get overwhelmed in a straight swords battle? Yes. He's not some kendo champion or anything like that. But mix it in with his powers, you're going to be in for a ride. Because he pretty much almost has Sasuke's Rinnegan abilities with switching places with everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you mix that in. It's like you got a sword and you're trying to fight him. He switches places with your sword and then cuts you in half. Now what? But you don't even die, essentially. You don't even have to die. He might just cut you in half and then have you looking like an idiot walking around for the rest of your life. So it's like the power...
Just take the hurt from you and leave it alone.
Exactly. He's like, he can really just do whatever he wants with it. But it makes for a pretty dope and unique swordsman. That's what I would want to say. And fun fact, he has the same voice as another swordsman that we brought up, that I brought up last episode, and that's Levi Ackerman. They both have the same voice, or they're both played by the same voice actor, and in the Japanese versions, obviously.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah. I've been trying to get into a little bit more of that stuff. Can't let Shaq be the only nigga that just knows all the random details.
It's just only a select few.
You know Pokemon trivia and shit like that. It's like, I like my random details, but I was like, damn, this nigga Shaq out here really showing me the fuck up. Cause I'm a big Naruto person. I don't know all these details about Naruto, but then other animes, I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I've been trying to get into it.
Yeah. Listen, cause that little, and Justin remembers that one con where we had a little Pokemon quiz, and I knew literally maybe 98% of the dude's questions. Everybody just looked at me like, how does this nigga know that?
You killed me with Lisa's birthday. I was like, all right, man. I clearly don't need to be in this room. I'm not qualified.
No, the dude who hosted it looked at me stupid and was like, how the fuck do you know that?
There's just certain people that
yes, give me my badge. I won this gym. But I think I'm gonna go with one that, well, no, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go with one that I am not as familiar with, but I know I've seen a lot of sword fights with this character, and that is Gintama from the Gintama anime. I know that's one of the classic shonen comedy / action animes. I watched maybe the first 2-3 episodes and kind of fell off. But I know the series is recently getting ready to come to an end. And it recently apparently had a movie that came out that did box office numbers that's comparable to the Demon Slayer movie, which, you know what I'm saying, is really crazy now. I've seen a couple of awesome fight scenes from them, when you have those little YouTube channels that do their top fight lists and stuff like that. And there's a few sword fights that happen in Gintama apparently that always gets recognized. And like I said before, I don't have the full synopsis of the story. I just know that it's more of a common comedy action shonen anime, pretty popular, also with the manga as well. I know I was going to probably dive into that a little more and get back into that once my current anime list kind of dies down. But I just know the character himself is pretty hilarious, pretty off the wall. He does a lot of wall break. He's pretty much a shonen Deadpool, if you will.
Yeah, that definitely fits.
Cause he definitely does some fourth wall breaking and does there's legit some episodes that I've seen where he rips off some attacks and abilities from other anime, and he clearly shows the audience that he's doing it. He's very aware that he's doing it. I could have sworn there was legit an episode he does the Kamehameha, and I'm like, how the fuck did he do this? This dude just really did a full Kamehameha, and he looks at the audience that was cool, right? But yeah, besides his comedy and his wall breaking and how he pretty much wouldn't pokes fun at, but kind of just talks about the shonen tropes and stuff like that. Besides that, when he's actually in an actual good sword fight. He's actually got some pretty good skill. You know what I'm saying? I would say like if you haven't checked out this series, I do recommend. I know I'm gonna probably mention it in a couple of months to come once I actually get back into it.
Yeah, that's fire. I've watched a couple of his episodes, and I thought it was maybe because I only watched a few that I thought it was more of like a One Piece comedy based anime versus a actual like, emotional based character development story. But yeah, it's one of the GOATs. It definitely is one of the GOATs. I know a lot of people in the anime community talks about them a lot, like especially the characters, even the sub characters have a lot of story behind them. I haven't personally watched it for myself, but yeah, actually, I think this one will fit the criteria a lot better for y'all. I'm gonna go back to the original sword wielder on this, and I'm going to say from Blue Exorcist, not the main character, but the person who is training them to become the god tier that he can be, which is Shura Kirigakure. Have y'all watched the Blue Exorcist series? Y'all know who I'm talking about?
No, I have not, but I know who you're talking
lady.
about.
Yes. She is, at first I thought she was just a fan service until she started fighting. And man, she is the OP sword wielding Hinata of Blue Exorcist to me. And y'all can tell me if I'm wrong, but she also has the humor and the ability to do character development of like a Master Genkai.
Yeah, I would say like she's like Genkai in her teenage years with Rangiku tendencies.
That's even better. Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. Yeah. So yes, that's like a play on what? How many animes did we just say? 3 or 4?
Yeah, about 3 or 4. Cause that's definitely her. She does have a good enough amount of knowledge in the storyline to teach Ren, and then like she has the experience. She has like I guess the past with the main character's quote unquote adopted father to kind of like give Ren the a reference point of like what I'm saying, where he should be, what he should be capable of in skill and stuff like that, and kind of giving him like oh, I remember back in the day when your dad did this, and this. You know what I'm saying? And like, this is what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Kind of stuff. But then, having that comedic relief of when she's drinking a little way too much, gets a little crazy, and that's when the extra unnecessary fan service comes in. But when it's time for the action, it's time for the
She got the skiddity paps.
She's ready. Oh yeah. She ready to play. Now, how she reveals her sword is full fan service, and I was not expecting
not
originally.
At all. It took about the 3rd time for me to be like, okay, this is just normal. Okay.
Like, all right, so this is the thing we're sticking with. That wasn't just like a first episode, first introduction thing, but no. For those who've seen it, we know what we're talking about.
And I have I'm gonna wait because I have another one that is.
Yeah, you're gonna wait because it's not your turn.
Right.
But
right,
it's
you are.
definitely sus. This person is sus, and I want to say it, but I gotta wait.
This man said, "I'm gonna wait." Yeah, you already said yours.
I just can't believe you're doing this today. This is so sad.
Don't know who you are anymore.
I expected so much from you. It's so disappointing. I want you to know that.
I'm glad I could fill those voids.
Okay,
all right, go ahead,
I was
JP.
waiting for my handoff. The toss. Justin just out here cackling and kiki king and all that type of shit.
Ahsoka came to mind, and I was like, "Wait, does that really count?"
How did Hisoka come?
Oh Lord, no, we're not going to do this.
The last Airbender.
No. JP, go ahead, because Justin's going to just keep talking
What's
outlandish.
wrong with this man?
I know.
Get this man some help.
Right. Stop it. Get some help.
I just looked at the website. He was ranked top 100 sword wielders, and I was like, wait, what?
Who? No, I'm not. No. Don't even answer that. JP, go,
That's
please.
disgusting. Anyway. My next character
Nope.
is actually a little bit more accurate to the bullshit Justin started off with, and I'm going to say Thor Finn from Vinland Saga is one of the best, one of my favorite swordsmen. And I would go with Thor Finn because he's a real swordsman. And if you guys are hip to the... this is what I hate. The manga's so far ahead in the anime. Mm-hmm. He was one of the high-ranking officials in the Joms King Vikings. I think that's what they call it.
Yep.
Yeah, or the Joms Vikings, something like that. And if you watch the first episode of Vinland Saga, you see how much of a dog this man really is. He was wrecking everybody, and there's nothing anybody could do about it. This man stopped fighting just because he felt like it. That's how you know you strong as hell. And everyone knows in all anime, the trope is the nigga was just so damn strong, they just got tired of doing it. And it's like, I don't really feel like it no more. And they just dip out. They're just gone.
Mm-hmm. Or you get the ones who like commit so much murder they just end up becoming a pacifist.
So it's like this is the level of expertise this man was at. This man was so dangerous that him just living and being by himself, people were still like, "Hey, yo, where the fuck is this guy at?" I was like, what's he doing? What's he up to? And it's one of those typical, "Hey, we need you to come back to do this mission." And that had people shitting their pants. The fact that he might just be coming back. So that just goes and gives a little bit of info on how strong he really was. And he was so strong that one of the strongest characters that were in the show had to come up with some trickery in order to get a one-up on him. If I don't think I'm saying all too much. It's not really ruining anything.
Yeah.
It's very hard to talk about how you would have to watch the show, and I'm trying not to spoil stuff like I used to. So everyone here can go and say how strong he fucking is. And I think actually what would be an interesting fight would be between him and Mugen or Jin from Samurai Champloo. I think that'd actually be pretty cool to watch.
I can see that. Yeah, definitely.
Because he's stronger than them. Way stronger than them. But we've seen them fight people who are stronger than them too and come out of shit.
Yeah. No, I think that he definitely he definitely did his work that he did in the anime. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely could see him like, bro. Like, what if like I don't know? Maybe I'm just using my imagination too much. But like, what if like he had like a sword comparable to like the guts? You know what I'm saying? Because like I feel like he's strong enough for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I wonder how he would be able to wield it though.
Yeah.
Because he fights different. Like we think of like the Vikings, they're raiding, you know. And with a raid, you're coming up against a lot of people. Their little broadsword is the best because they can continue. And it's not a broadsword. It's more almost like a gladius. The old gladiator swords, maybe a little bit longer. Because quicker, you can strike, you can use it one-handed. I know with what's the sword? Like a broadsword type or whatever Guts was using. That takes a lot of time to swing. But
yeah, true.
Who knows, dog? That's the thing. Anime ain't real. So anybody can do anything.
The possibilities are limitless.
It's like, who are we to say that he can't do it? I wish there was more crossovers. Like that could actually be really fun. Just more crossover anime.
Yeah, certain ones I think
people would get
dope.
carried away, and then Netflix would probably get wind of it and try to do some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
We can't have shit in this house.
I can see it now. Promised Land Dragon Ball Z mashup.
Justin, what we were trying to do and what you did are not the same. Like, go sit down.
That's hilarious.
But I know one guy I got old school. I'm taking this once again. I'm taking it back to the old school. I mean, it's not really old, but yeah, I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, "Who?" But I got an OG. You know, from Lupin the Third. Now, excuse me if I butcher this name. Goemon Ishikawa. I'm just gonna say Ishikawa. I can pronounce that better. The 13th, I believe. But yeah, Ishikawa from Lupin the Third. He's the sword wielder of the group. I know everybody else still wears suits and ties. He still sticks to his traditional Japanese outfit and everything. Dude's a motherfucking stone cold killer, bro. Man, a few words and all action. Like, that's all I can say. Like, dude's a motherfucking beast. There's plenty of fights that he's had. I know one of the more popular ones, I believe, was from one of the Lupin movies where he's fighting this dude, this lumberjack dude with axes, and like such savagery. Definitely like a old school swordsman. I believe can serve L's to a lot of folks, like on just straight skills. Like I believe he could give Gene and Mugen from Samurai Champloo a run for their money.
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. Well, technically he gets a power.
Well, maybe like not 2-on-1. Maybe not 2-on-1, but maybe 1-on-1, like separately.
He gets a power up though. Like, does that count?
Who gets a power up?
Yeah,
he does, doesn't he?
If I'm not mistaken, in the anime, he definitely. I mean, it looked like a power up. Let me say that. It could be just them reflecting of the emotion by showing it as a power up, but
no, that's just more so of character development than a power up. Honestly, because there's not really there's no like power scaling thing or anything like that in Lupin the Third. It's more so just like them getting better at what skills they have.
Okay.
Honestly,
yeah, I guess that makes sense then.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's an old school one that I wanted to make sure I brought up. Like definitely one of those from the old school anime swordsman. Like it was all about just like how can that dude make that one cool clean cut. And I know like on top of him doing being a swordsman and stuff like that. And I think it's like Iyato. I hope I'm saying this right. Iyato type swordsman. I know he also does like karate and and he also does karate and he also knows karate and jiu-jitsu too.
Yeah, he is a beast. He's definitely a beast, without a doubt.
Yeah, so like even with or without the sword, he can serve L's to all these motherfuckers.
Just don't get him next to a butcher. But no, I'm not gonna choose violence this round. I ain't gonna choose violence this round. See, I'm growing. I'm getting better. I ain't gonna choose violence this round. Barely. You ain't gonna choose violence.
The fact that you even consider it is also already irking on nerves.
But the person that I want to definitely make sure that we give a little bit of light on, and I know they've already done a lot of these, but I'm going to go with Afro Samurai. I want to just make sure that we at least say him. I know we probably already did it in the previous episode, but Afro Samurai, Samuel L. Jackson, is by far on this list. And I think Jin and Mugen can take him on together, and he might still walk away from it.
Wait, say this again. You said he can take on Jin and Mugen?
Yeah, together.
Don't they have the same
2
art?
on 1. Huh.
No,
Jin and
Afro
Mugen?
Samurai and Samurai Champloo. Ain't that the same art?
Art style? Nah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, not too crazy different, but yeah.
Not close, but I believe not the exact same.
Yeah, no.
There are some. I believe there are some similarities though.
But yeah, that's my character. I think hands down, he is one of the, first of all, top tier black swordsmen that is in anime. Period. Outside of Killer Bee and a few others, but yeah, no, he's definitely.
Oh yeah, for the culture, 100.
Yeah, for the culture, he's definitely 100. And I mean, he's definitely. If I'm thinking about just straight sword wielders or swordsmen, he's definitely in that top 50 to definitely top 75 range. Now, if you want to start doing power-ups and stuff, he's going to go a little bit lower, but definitely like just straight sword wielding.
Just straight skill.
He's definitely top 50. Until you put somebody with
what you got in this, JP?
A bear in front of him.
Your name is not JP.
Right, like, come on, bro. Like, what are you doing?
I was still
sit your ass down,
I'm sorry. Y'all niggas can wait. How about that?
No, we decided to finish. Two out of 3 vote. You finished.
Go ahead.
You've been voted off.
It's
JP's turn.
Let's see what happens. You got it.
All right. My next character is.
So we're going to talk about the Charlotte character.
You the only one laughing, Justin.
That's fine. I'm going to add the ad-libs. It's okay.
Hey, Justin, that one person that is like, you want to just dynamic entry kick him in the nuts.
That's disrespectful. I can't even.
Just glide all across the room. But anyway, my next character is Black Star from Soul Eater. And this nigga is raw. He honestly is kind of a little dude. But his skills when it comes to fighting, I think he's like the best fighter at the academy.
Yeah,
it's
I
while
that.
Death the Kid is raw, I think in terms of pure fighting skills, Black Star, I think he has them beat. He was a trained like ninja, honestly. His family was like a family of ninjas, right? Something like that. Mm-hmm. And
yeah,
it shows because like his first entrance, they're pretty like, yo, who the fuck is that guy? And it's kind of happened a few times, and even on the team, it's like kind of pointed at that he's like the strongest, and some of the fights you kind of see it because he's able to overwhelm people with his speed, power, or just completely surprise them because they don't really think he's going to be able to do what he's able to do. And he has full confidence in himself, which oftentimes ends up with like a funny situation as well. Or he maybe like overlooks something slightly, but he wants to be the best. And it kind of shows because I'm talking about him right now. There are other characters I could have been talking about, but I chose Black Star. And I forgot his sword's name though. Like they're what's
Tsubaki.
what is it? Tsubaki.
His partner, Tsubaki.
I just like their interactions. Really, Black Star is the best to me in terms of like the kids, and then he's also like the funniest. Like he makes me laugh more than anybody else. Death the Kid is funny, but in like an annoying way. It's like, nigga, really? It was like, is that really important at this moment right now? But I just wanted to say Black Star. And I think since it seems like we keep saying who we would like to see who fight, I think it would be kind of interesting to see like a battle between Black Star and I guess you would almost say like, I feel like he's a little too overpowered because of the show. He's not like a regular human. but I think it would be interesting to see like him and Rurouni Kenshin fight in terms of a straight skill battle. And then also, if we bumped it up, this might be a little bit unfair for him, but I think him and Zoro would actually be kind of interesting too. But then not really because Zoro is a fucking monster and he's only a kid. But I'm saying like in taking out the monster part of Zoro and just like sword battle, because Zoro started off as a normal swordsman with kendo and all that stuff. So it's like, it would be interesting to just see them spar. That's more like it. I would like to see them spar. I would actually think it'd be interesting to see him, Black Star, and Kenshin fight.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, I would definitely like minus like the extra fucking like power of Jesus kind of shit. I would like to see like it's like a traditional ninja confrontation between Black Star and Naruto. Not like the end of Shippuden when he gets fucking Jesus powers from like Sage Mode and all that shit. Just like the traditional. Yeah.
I can see it, but then without the demon, the demon fox.
Yeah. So like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, just like ninja tools and like a few jutsus, not like the crazy shit Kurama stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I don't think anybody without power-ups in Naruto is handing out anything to anybody in other shows.
Rock Lee is.
Yeah, Rock Lee will.
Well, yeah, Rock Lee. Yeah, Rock Lee. We're gonna say
that for another episode, though.
Would you mean like any Naruto characters without their power ups, like they're weirdly ungodly, like Sasuke without Sharingan?
Yes. Like if they walked in, I mean, unless you're talking about like a Promised Neverland based type anime, they walk into My Hero Academia. Yes, they're going to hold their feats, but if they can't do like a shadow clone or anything like that, nah.
Well, then damn nigga, you're taking away their whole. You're taking away everything from them. It's like, I want these ninjas to fight so and so, but y'all can't use ninjutsu. Y'all can't. Y'all can't use like, chakra either.
I mean, like free hands. What's his name? The dude that cut. And it was suppressed abilities. It was one of the first antagonists in My Hero. Hero Killer or Stain? Yeah, Stain.
Oh, they getting
Stain.
Dog.
Yeah, like, and again, I don't mean like he even without his ability, like it just literally him being able to cut. I think he's going to hold weight with a lot of them.
Yeah, okay, I can see that. But I know, I got another one, and this is to also continue hyping the upcoming anime this next month in April, because I just waiting so long for it and I'm ready for this shit. My next one is Midamaru from Shaman King, and I know
I'm getting tired of
you gonna hear it. You gonna hear it every episode. I don't care. Shaman King 2021. I told y'all this since last year. Y'all knew what was gonna happen. Y'all knew this was happening. But I am choosing Midamaru. For those who are not familiar with the show, Shaman King is where most of the characters who are considered shamans have guardian ghosts or spiritual partners that assist them in a lot of stuff they got to do, especially with combat and stuff like that. And the main character, Yo Asakura, who chooses Midamaru, who is a famous samurai in Japan in that storyline from like a 600 year ago past or whatever, saying that like he was one when they do like I guess like the 2 or 3 episodes that they do about his backstory. Well, I think no, it's like 1 or 2 episodes. Talk about like he's been having to wield a sword to fight in wars since he was a child. So he was like one of those like guerrilla warfare. Well, I don't say guerrilla warfare, but like warfare children who had to fight in wars and stuff like that because he grew up poor and stuff like that. And then when he became an adult, his skills were recognized by higher up armies and stuff like that. And like he died because he was too good. Like the shogun that he worked for and stuff like that was like, yo, this nigga's too good. And I don't want him around to betray me, and he being used by anybody else. Because like he sometimes, I guess like I think it's like one part of the story where, like he sometimes like took assignments or tasks from other people outside the general person he worked for or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's trying to make his ends meet. You know what I'm saying? And so like I believe like how he died was like the shogun sent like half of his army, and this was like hundreds of men to kill him, and like Amidamaru killed at least half of it before he died out. He literally died from fatigue before someone actually could kill him. They just made sure to put the nail in the coffin, if you will, beforehand. You know what I'm saying? And then like the guidance and swordsmanship that he gives to Yo in the story is crazy because, like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the shamans who have that guardian ghost, they are able to utilize the skills and capabilities of the guardian ghost that they have. So when Yo was partnered up with Amidamaru, like his skills was like on 10. Like Yo was able to take down like 10 people at an instant because of Amidamaru's skills and swordplay and stuff like that. And then like it continues to elevate in the story as well and stuff like that, which I hope they really like animate really well, because those fight scenes were fire back in the day, and I know it's going to be fire when it comes out in April. So definitely a dope character. I know the focus is more on him and Yo as a team, but I know the highlights they do put on Amidamaru are fire, especially like, you know what I'm saying, when they talk about his past. It's kind of like a similar way how they did it with I would say like the way they talk about his story was similar how like they talked about Kenshin's origin story a little bit. So I know a lot of people would say like, oh, he's kind of like a homage or a reflection, if you will, to Kenshin Mori, which also kind of solidifies that Amidamaru is a dope ass character too. And he does like give like a lot of good wisdom and stuff like that to Yo within the story as well. So definitely want a dope character, and I can't wait to see him again in Shaman King 2021. Let's go.
No, he's definitely going to be. You're going to make, because you keep reminding me of it, I'm going to watch it when it gets released.
So I believe that it has been contracted with Netflix, so I believe it's going to show up. I don't know if it's going to be just Japan Netflix and then everyone else gets it later. I definitely will have to dive into it, but I do know they've talked about it being released through Netflix. But I will probably be using other sources if that's the case where it's only Japan. Because, you know, Japanese Netflix gets fucking everything.
It does. I didn't know Japanese Netflix gets everything. VPN, baby.
VPN, baby.
we should try to get sponsored by like a VPN website.
Yeah, we can work on that. I think that'd be easy.
We want a VPN.
On all all the good websites we can finally get to without being seen. I think I have one last one that I would like to bring up, and y'all can tell me if we already brought them up, but the one that I want to bring up is going to be Vicious from Cowboy Bebop.
No, we haven't brought him up.
Nah.
Yes, so Vicious from Cowboy Bebop, he was a part of what is their syndicate inside of Cowboy Bebop called Red Dragon. He was one of the veterans. He was good. Before, can we say what happened to him?
To who? Spike?
No, to Vicious.
Maybe, kind of, sort of.
Because I mean, that's the reason why he became who he became. But yeah, no, he's one of those badasses that his swordplay speaks for itself. He is a beast that needs to be mentioned at all times when we are speaking about swordplay, but I'm still only giving him top 75. Still dope, though. Still dope.
Gotcha.
I'm giving him top 75. But is there any other honorable mentions that y'all want to bring up?
Honestly, we've gone over quite a few because this is our second episode on it. But I'll go and say one of the honorable mentions that people don't talk about a lot in terms of their sword play is Brook from One Piece, because he just geeks. Mm-hmm. And he is highly effective when he's used correctly. He is what you in basketball you would almost call a role player. He's got a role. And when he's in that role, he does it very well, and you want him to do that. Because he's light, quick, and quiet, so it makes him pretty good for espionage type stuff, and almost you would say scouting. And that's what he's been pretty much used for, so I like him for that. And honorable mention, I'd say, I don't know if I mentioned him before, but Kozuki Oden from One Piece.
Yeah, Kozuki Oden? Yeah, I think we definitely...
We mentioned him already?
Yeah.
Alright, scratch that.
No, that's cool. I mean, we can keep it in there. Shout out to Oden. He better not be what I think he is in the manga. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, shout out to Oden. Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
You go find out. You gonna find out.
But anyway, before we can talk about this after, the last person is Sejudo Hiko, who is the successor of the Hiten Mitsurugi style, also Rurouni Kenshin's teacher. And this man is a fucking demon in terms of just how strong he is. And it's like, this is a man who taught Kenshin. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. Like Kenshin is a beast, but this man is a monster.
I got one I'm gonna mention. I think I'm gonna leave it at that with this one. First off, before I mention it, Justin, shut up. Because I know he's gonna be on his bullshit as soon as I mention it. But mine is going to be, if I haven't mentioned her in the last episode. Well, no, I got two. I lied. I got two. One, Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. Definitely, because like with her abilities in the story, like she definitely has like the capability of wielding not just one but multiple different styles of swords and having different ways of different styles of fighting, which makes her a really adept and a very unpredictable fighter, especially in the series. Like she has a sword and a armor set for almost every situation. Some that are dope, some that were fan service, but we're just not going to talk about that. And all around, like she has a really good character development in the story. And like most of the times when she's in a fight, she like major flex. It's like, oh, where the MC doesn't, I do. And then my last one is the every girl's favorite white-haired man, like since the 90s. Dude has a big flex when he does fight. He fights with grace. Lord Shishomaru from Inuyasha, aka almost every woman's first husbando. Because I can name so many ladies that'd be like, "Who's your first?" They just be like, "Shishomaru." I can't say everyone, but a good amount of ladies that I know.
Hold on, because I'm recording. Okay.
She gave you the wrap it up box.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, I know, literally. Why isn't this door opening? It's time for you to end. I need you. But those are good honorable mentions. I'm gonna start it off right here. 3, 2, 1. Those are good honorable mentions. I think we already brought up his brother Inuyasha, so I think that is a good segue to the last two that I would want to throw in there. The number one person that I want to make sure I do a honorable mention for is Shigeru Kosaka. I don't know if that's the correct way, from the Mightiest Disciple. She is one of those, like, even though she wields almost every type of weapon, her main go-to weapon is always a sword. And she's honestly one of those masters that I think may not even make the top 100, but is definitely one of those, like, she's a beast.
I think we lost. Justin, I think we lost you there. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, lost Justin to the Matrix.
Because Can you hear me now? How about
now? Yeah.
All right. And the last person I wanted to go over is Nora from the Yokai clan. If y'all ever get a chance to watch a, OVA style season of an anime, it is definitely one of those worth watching. He isn't, even with powers, I wouldn't put him in one of the top 100 of like tier swordsmen, but he still has a lot of feats, and every demon he has inside of his clan is used in a way to boost his ability to be able to fight. And that's the best way I can say it without actually getting into the anime and explaining how powerful this man is. He got a long head, and that gives him an ability to have tons of knowledge, and it shows in his battles. Huge, interesting character, very, very huge, interesting character to take a look at and just figure out. If you ever want to see somebody that, like, I don't need feats, I just need to fight, that is one person that you can always count on to have them have the smoke ready for any situation.
Right.
And last but certainly not least is, I know people make a joke about their name because it's so close to Wakanda, but Kanda from E Gray Man, I don't know if we brought that person up. I'm going to assume silence mean no, but yeah, that was the last person I wanted to bring up. Another beast. Again, B-section celebrity type swordsman, if you want to make it that way. But yes, another one that just needs to be mentioned whenever we're talking about swordplay. But JP, do you want to wrap things up?
Okie doke. So thank you, everybody. This has been part 2 of our March Madness Bowl of Swordsmen episode, where we go over all the swordsmen that we felt that we liked, notable swordsmen with unique styles. Hope you guys enjoy it. Leave any comments in the comment box, for Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be. And as always, keep it spicy.
Right.
Yeah. Peace. Another episode of the Spicy Ramen Podcast. Thanks for listening in. Make sure to follow us on social media platforms of Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And listen to more episodes on Podbean and Spotify. If you want more, follow us on YouTube. We can like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell too, so you can stay tuned to all of our latest episodes. Until again, keep it spicy.